Yeah, David, Mollie in her report, as part of that was saying that these drones are now sophisticated and those used for agriculture could effectively, at some point, take a prisoner from the prison window, lift a prisoner out of prison, which, when you hear that, sounds unbelievable, but it's not. It could actually happen. Talk to us about the impact of drones inside prisons, because we're very much looking at the next step there, but what's the effect of drones on prisons now in taking in drugs and weapons and so on?
Well, it's not just drugs. I mean, I've heard about Ozempic being transported into prisons and being caught on a drone. So essentially, anything a prisoner might want, if they can afford to pay for it, they can get it brought in. And often you'll have prisoners who are running sophisticated drug supply networks within prisons, using these drones to get their supply in. Once those drugs are in the prison, they will, cause all sorts of problems. You will get debts being incurred by prisoners. There will be violence as a result. There will be deaths in custody from drug use. Often as well, it spills over into the community. So you will get drug debts which have been incurred in prison being enforced in the community. People have had situations where collectors have gone to the family members.
A drone being able to take a gun into prison, the sort of mayhem and danger that would create.
Someone actually suggested to me that the only reason it's not happened so far is because that would then make it even more serious a problem and actually stop the kind of lucrative trade that we're seeing at the moment, because you've got a weapon such as a gun going in. So for now, they want to keep the trade alive, I guess, if you like, rather than stop it. And they think that perhaps getting that kind of weapon in would finally see a stop to it. But I'm interested also in what do you think could be done that isn't being done? Because we've heard about what's not working, but what can work?
Yeah, well, there's some very basic stuff, which you mentioned in your report, the physical infrastructure that can stop drones. So netting over the wings, netting over the exercise yards to stop and catch drones, windows being repaired so that people can't just put stuff through. There are some prisons, I know Park, for example, has had holes in its windows for well over a year now, and it's just not being repaired. So there's some really basic stuff which should be getting taken charge of by individual prison governors. And then there's also, we need a nationwide strategy. Drones are sophisticated bits of kit. Drone operators are sophisticated, as you've been mentioning. We can't reasonably expect individual police forces or individual prisons to know what to do when they catch a drone.